What's up, Quarter Pounders? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Wave Potter, and today I have a request from John Matthew. And I want to apologize right away to John for this being kind of late. I guess he sent the request over and I totally missed it. So I'm sorry about that, John. But this is a double feature reaction, which I'm very excited about because the first one is the official music video song, and the second one is part of an April Fool's joke parody or something. So I'm very excited to see. I have no idea what it actually is, but I'll be watching Secret My Lips by BAND-MAID and then Secret Maiko Lips. And a quick disclaimer at the top of this is a reaction analysis video, so I will be pausing because if you just want to watch a song, it's better to go support their channel and their video. I'm just here to offer some commentary from a musician's point of view. So if you're excited to see that, pound that like button, subscribe and ring that buddy bell, and now let's jump into this. If this is your first time here, I started playing drums when I was 2 years old. I went on to become a multi-instrumentalist and play in many bands, and now I make one-man band covers on YouTube and watch other musicians play music, react, analyze, and break it down.
Break it down.
Here we go. Oh yeah. Classic epic sound. Okay, so this is an official music video. At first I thought it was live, but based on the sound and the title, I'm guessing it's actually an official music video. So this is the studio version, I'm guessing? I love that effect on Psyche's voice though, that like high pass and low pass filter kind of squishing the frequency right into the upper middle, and then it sounds like a little distortion too. Such a cool sound. Yeah, this is definitely a music video. I love Psyche's voice right there. That rasp she had. Oh, that sounds good. Oh. Konami's triads there are awesome. Oh, and that Misa bass lick. Oh, Kane coming in with the smasher. That was such a cool compound drum fill Akane just did there. Like, so many different parts to that fill. Oh. I love how she effortlessly switches between eighth notes and triplets within the same fill. That's so hard to do, going between playing something that's divided by 4 and something that's divided by 3. Because it's two completely different intervals. It's a lot easier to go from 8th notes to 16th notes than it is from either of those to triplets. That's a very Neil Pearty thing to do, and that's what I love about Akane's drum composition. I love the way this chorus just opens up and sounds so big, like kind of a halftime beat compared to the rest of the song up to this point. Everything in the chorus just contributes to that big wide sound. I think my wife is singing in the shower. Anyway. Oh, that was such a cool drum fill to end the chorus. Oh. Sweet bridging riff back into this. Was any of that in here yet? I got it. Okay, I'm at 139. Okay, that is the same riff. But dang. Dang, Akane is ripping it up on this song. So good. Her fills. Dang. Great use of arrest right there to just add more excitement and tension. Love it. It's, oh, do you see those hammer-ons? Sorry to pause it so much, but Misa's hammer-ons right there. Nice. It takes so much skill and confidence as a musician to be able to be playing the bass notes, but then also slide up and do little riffs like that in between, and then be back at your post for laying the foundation of the song. So impressive when she can just throw those licks in there. That double kick. Do I hear Konami doing like hammer-on pull-offs on like what in the world? What is going on back there? It's like there's something like that going on in the background. It sounds so interesting. You hear that? Oh man, I want to see them play this live. That was such a cool rest. It stopped on such a different note than you would expect a rest to come. Like I always talk about, they know how to compose a song that is so fascinating and so enjoyable along the ride as you listen to it, that it just keeps your attention, keeps you entertained. They're so good at it. Can we just take a minute to appreciate Miku as well for putting this whole band together and just being the charismatic face of the band. From the live clips I've seen, she's so good at interacting with the audience and keeping the breaks between the songs entertaining. And of course, she holds her own very well with the rhythm guitar and the vocals. I'm very excited to see a song where she sings lead or plays lead on guitar. I know she was talking about that being her goal in the future. So excited to see Miku and Konami kind of dual guitars or whatever they come up with. But that said, I just really appreciate Miku. Sometimes people underestimate how important that person is to the band. The person that gets them all together to start with and then keeps the breaks between songs interesting. Because a lot of musicians have kind of a timid personality when they're not playing their instrument, because a lot of people get into music as a way to express themselves when they don't know how to in other ways. At least that's how it was for me when I was a kid, because I didn't have friends, didn't have social skills. That's a whole other story. But this part that Miku plays is so important. I know I don't talk about it enough, but I really appreciate it. Holy, oh my gosh! Okay, first of all, that solo was so concise, and that's what I appreciate so much about this band. I say it all the time, but they're so good at keeping each part concise enough to where you don't get sick of that part. That guitar solo, so crazy, so engaging and entertaining, but she cut it off way before I was ready to be done with it. But that just gives more anticipation to the song and is ultimately a brilliant choice in composition to keep people wanting more. But then she goes into like this little very soft, gentle sweeping chords that you would hear on like classical guitar music. What in the world? And then Misa comes in with the bass licks over that. I'm just going to start from the solo and experience that again, because that was so exciting. she's so good. You hear those like little guitar taps going on in the background? The do 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 do. Or is that taps or is that just like muted? I can't even tell what that is. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. Again, such a great fusion of using triplets alongside 16th notes. Just, it starts with the whole band doing a unison triplet. And then Akane comes in with that fill. And then does 16th notes on the snare, but then does more fades those 16th notes into triplets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh. Yes! That is so good. Oh, that's what I was talking about. You can see Konami doing those. This technique she's using, it's like the solo and burn where it's like, I can't remember exactly how it's played right now, but it's just such a cool technique to play a note, pull it off, just take advantage of the open strings like that to create such a cool sound. Matt Bellamy does it a lot too, in like the solo of Reapers he does it, also In Your World, just like, I can't remember exactly how it's played right now, but it's just such a cool technique and I love seeing Konami using it here. Sweet slow-mo shots. Oh, cool. Love how they did a slow-mo shot of everyone in the band. That was a beautiful melody, and the harmony sounds so good. Love that. So anthemic all of a sudden. Man, they have beautiful falsetto in their voice. Hold on, I just made a mistake. Wow, that was the end? I love, I say this almost every time, but I love how sudden their endings are. You never know when they're coming, and when they do come, it leaves you wanting more, which is such a powerful statement because, you know, there's a lot of music that goes on too long and it gets, it gets old after a while, but this music never gets old because it takes so many listens to really be familiar with what's coming, So, now it's time for Secret Maiko Lips. Very excited for this. Wow. They literally just overlaid the original with a bunch of like classical Japanese instruments and dressed up like in this. Is this like geishas? I'm not sure. That's what I'd guess looking at it with my ignorant worldview. But someone please tell me what's going on here. As if the maid costumes weren't enough of a juxtaposition. What just happened there? The fan. Is that a real sport? Very curious. Oh, John Lindquist, thank you for the sub. All right, gotta go back a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I really love the instruments that have been overlaid on top of the rock song. Just very cool instruments. Can I just point out real quick, Konami's tremolo? That was some pro vibrato right there on the neck. Love that. Very controlled playing. Kinda can't wait. Does this have anything to do with that interview I watched before where she was talking about eating like 200 pieces of sushi in one sitting? So when this came out in 2018, Welcome Home Masters and Princesses, band-maiko is an impossibly hard-rocking maiko band. Okay, maiko. Is this something I've been missing this whole time? Oh, maiko versus geisha. So a maiko is an apprentice geisha in Kyoto in Western Japan. Their jobs consist of performing songs, dances, and playing the shamisen or other traditional Japanese instruments for visitors during banquets and parties known as ozashiki. Okay, I wonder if the shamisen is one of the instruments that's playing in the background, like overlaid on top of the original track. Anyway, I get it now. BAND-MAID, band-maiko, or maiko, am I saying that wrong? I don't know, but I wonder when this first came out, did people think that they were just changing their image? They were switching their band name completely? I love that they would do this though. I love when bands have a sense of humor. They don't take themselves too seriously. Like I was talking about in my live stream, how Muse would do those goofy things when they were forced to lip sync to their tracks. They would like switch spots or not even pretend to play. It was really funny. So I love that they have a sense of humor like this. Sorry about that. I had to reply to Vanderhorst because we got something special coming up on Friday. Oh. Ooh, added some Japanese drums in there. This is cool. Ooh, that flute. Wow. Voices are so beautiful at the end of this. I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely loved that. I'm glad that this is kind of a recurring thing on April Fools because it's so fun. I love that they're having fun with this. That just adds to the list of things that sets them apart as a band, is that they're willing to do something like this, put all this work and effort into the production of this, and make it happen just because it's fun. And it wasn't just the production with the visuals, the robes, the makeup, and everything like that, but also actually making an altered version of the song with traditional Japanese instruments in the background, like a Maiko would play, I'm guessing. But it's just a very clever thing, because like I was reading, Maikos play music in the background, I guess. So like just a very clever thing they put together here. I love it. So thank you so much to everyone who suggested I do this. Thanks again to John for paying for this request. I really appreciate you. I'm sorry again that it took so long to get to it. He actually had to send me a super chat on my live stream to remind me about it. So I'm so sorry about that. I'm not used to taking requests on PayPal. So if you do have a request for me, either use my website or Patreon. He sent the request before I ever had the website, I think. So totally not his fault. It's my fault. But from now on, so I can keep things organized, if you have a request you want to send, my website is always the first link below, and then my Patreon is also a great place to sign up if you have requests for me. There, my patrons get one request per month. So that's where I'll wrap it up, but this has been a blast. I love it. I'm excited to see the other band-maiko video. Is it Maiko or Maiko? Anyway, I'm excited to see the other one. I heard there were two at least. So that's where I'll wrap it up. Thanks to my patrons. I appreciate you all so much. You make this possible. I'm so glad that I'm able to spend time doing this in my life. Such an awesome passion, and I'm glad that people find value in what I'm doing. So thank you all for supporting this, and that's where I'll wrap it up. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.
I've been working overtime every day for the last 6 months, but I haven't gotten paid. Just